Today, we look at the top 10 most expensive pets in the world. Hi, welcome to my channel. Kindly like and click the subscribe button. So let's get into it. Number 10. Capuchin Monkey. Capuchin Monkey is one of the most expensive monkeys in the world and is often kept as a pet in Africa. Aside from their fancy name, named after the Italian explorer who found them, they have a fancy haircut with an orange crest on their head, gentle eyes, and a white muzzle from the nose down, which makes it look like they have a wise old man's beard. Native to forest habitats in Central Africa, their main predators are humans, leopards, and eagles. Their defense mechanism is to freeze, which doesn't really help them. They are most commonly seen in zoos since not many places allow them as pets legally. Their personality and fur design make them highly desirable, and they can be worth anywhere from $8,500 to $15,000. Number 9. Hyacinth macaw. Macaws are popular exotic pets. They are pretty, easy to train, and many find them to be a loving pet. But the hyacinth macaw outshines all of the others with its bright blue coloring with dashes of yellow. It is the largest of the flying parrot species and is native to Brazil, Bolivia, and Paraguay. Hyacinths are known as gentle giants and are highly intelligent. Even thought they aren't the world's best talkers, they can learn, but if they are not socialized properly or if they don't have enough room, they can get neurotic and aggressive. If you are ready for a 60-year relationship, and have a lot of experience with birds, then you can get a hyacinth macaw for about $14,000. Number 8. Samoyed. Samoyed is one of the most beloved dog breeds in the world. Most people cannot resist the white cloud-like coat of these dogs. Not only are these dogs in high demand, but they are also expensive dogs for responsible breeders to breed and care for. They're very social and adventurous canines, which appeals to many dog lovers. However, their white coats will shed often and get all over your dark clothes, so they need to be brushed frequently to remove all the loose fur. Unfortunately, they are prone to many expensive health conditions such as corneal dystrophy, autoimmune conditions, and cardiac disorders. While these puppies have been known to only be sold for a couple $1,000s, they have been reported to cost up to $14,000 in the past. Number 7. Black Palm Cockatoo. Before you spend $16,000 on a bird, it's important to know that these birds are not very affectionate. They are very majestic birds, and contrary to their name, they aren't entirely black. They are more of a smoky gray with bright red cheeks. Since they are so big, they are also known as Goliath cockatoos. They aren't for the average pet owner since they need 3 to 4 hours outside of their cage daily and need constant attention, so it's almost like adopting another child. If you get one, know you are committing to an 80 to 90-year relationship. You have been warned. Number 6. Savannah Cat. The Savannah Cat is one of the most majestic felines in the animal kingdom, with a long stride and tall body. A Savannah Cat is a hybrid cat crossed between an African serval and a domestic cat. You get the advantage of them looking like a wild cat but with a domestic personality, which is much easier to handle for sure. Savannahs are known for being affectionate and sweet-tempered as long as they are socialized when they are young. They are often described as behaving like dogs, and they require more human interaction than a domestic cat. They are pretty strong and don't like to be alone. Savannah cats range from about $12,000 to about $20,000. Number 5. Stag Beetle. You might not think beetles would make the most affectionate pets, but apparently they are extremely popular in Japan. I hear they make great listeners and are great pets for apartments. And if you don't like cute and cuddly, this guy is for you. The stag beetle has large antlers and mandibles which make it look like a vicious creature, but this is exactly what makes them worth so much in comparison to the other common beetles that we have roaming around. Some people think that these are the cream of the crop of beetles and are willing to pay large amounts to have them as pets. The stag beetle is worth about $89,000. Number 4. White lion cubs. Similarly to the lavender python, these cute little cubs are the product of a recessive gene which gives them their pure white fur. But before getting into how cute and unique they are, I should say that getting a lion as a pet is not to be taken lightly. They are illegal in many places and need constant training and stimulation to keep them happy. They have been around since 1938 and are extremely rare. White lions are sought after for their looks and can be selectively bred for zoos and wildlife parks. The problem is that it usually involves inbreeding between lions, which hurts the strength of their domestic gene pool. Inbreeding can have major repercussions such as hind limb paralysis or heart defects. These cubs can be purchased for around $140,000. However, even if you had the money, it would be extremely hard to get your hands on one. A Savannah Cat might be a better choice. Number 3. Sir Lancelot Encore, cloned dog. Finally, we have humans' best friend. If you have lost a beloved pet, then this story might not sound as strange to you. Everyone loves their dogs because, well, you don't need me to tell you the reasons. Who doesn't love being welcomed home and comforted? When they pass away, it's a similar pain to losing a family member or a loved one. So when Edgar and Nina Otto lost their yellow lab, Sir Lancelot, to cancer, they couldn't take the pain. They spent $155,000 to get him cloned. The process worked and Sir Lancelot Encore was born, affectionately known as Lancey. When they first heard that cloning technology was starting to be developed, they had Lancelot's DNA stored. Scientists in South Korea were successfully able to complete the procedure. He is known as the world's first cloned dog in the world and is the father to many more litters. Number 2. Tibetan Mastiff. Tibetan Mastiffs are one of the largest dog breeds in the world and they're often mistaken for fluffy bears. They were first bred as guard dogs and they were capable of protecting sheep from any danger that approached, including wolves, leopards and bears. Their thick coats of fur make them tolerant to even the coldest temperatures. The reason this breed is less common today is because they are expensive to own. Not only do they eat a lot and require a lot of grooming, but they're also prone to many health conditions such as hip dysplasia, hypothyroidism and eye anomalies. Most of the time these dogs can be purchased for only a couple $1,000s, but it's still very difficult to find a true-blooded Tibetan Mastiff. In 2011, the most expensive dog was sold for $1.5 million. Number 1. Thoroughbred Horse. A thoroughbred racing horse is an entirely different story. Like most horses, their care is not easy either. They need to eat 15 to 20 pounds of clean grass every day, and thinking about cleaning up after them is already exhausting enough, so caring for one of these active horses can feel like a full-time job. A quality thoroughbred often costs between $100,000 and $300,000. However, one particular horse named Green Monkey broke the record for most expensive pet. He was sold for $16 million because he was a legend. During his first race he ran an eighth of a mile in only 9.8 seconds. Therefore the price for these horses can vary based on skill level, and that's a wrap for the top 10 most expensive pets in the world.